giving everything my space. Giving everything my space. We get to stay my space. Be on the mic and I'm fresh and better. Swag so point like Ronaldo's header. These days, man, I'm getting hype with the nonsense, but I'm still focused, chasing the cheddar. Trying to build a life or chasing my dreams. Cause man's never gonna get rich on the knees. These girls copycats with a real G's. You can copy anyone, but you can never face these. I'm trying to make a statement. That it feels so great, like a payment made by Max on the 15th payment. Oh, that's cool, and you wanna be the caveman. We got a white Lamborghini and a house by the lake. Top row view when the still can't see. Blind to the mind, so we're living the life that we dream. We can make the world the life see. It's a fire, yeah, I'm in the bank. I start forgetting one back to a max. On your mouth, get that, get so better. Can't wait for no money, yeah, cause I'm the way you don't know. On the fast lane, no slow mo. The weekend, no stays. Jumbo, Max lifestyle to the watch. I don't know. I'm sure haters will say Dr. Kelvin doesn't know how to dance, but Massa, whether I can dance or I can't dance, Max is paying. Max pays. If Max is paying you, go ahead and type on a platform, Max pays. Let's know who's been paid by Max International. If Max has been paying you consistently, type on the platform, Max pays, and let's make it a party up in here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Some people are getting paid by Max International as we speak. Tomorrow is Wednesday, it's payday. Are you going to get paid by Max International, or are you just going to sit back and watch others get paid by this same opportunity? Well, I don't agree with sitting back and watching others getting paid. I want to get paid myself because, hey, Charlie, if Max is paying there, I must collect my share. So it is what it is. Max pays, and Dr. Kelvin must also be paid by Max International. All right, we're about to go into a training session. If you are here and your teammate is not here, please remind them, prompt them, let them know that we are starting. This is one of the most important skills you need to have in building your Max business. So it's very, very important that each and every partner is on this call so that we can all learn together and we can grow together. Very, very important. So let's take 1 minute and invite all the teammates to join the call now so that we can get the show on the road. So 1 minute starting now. It's 8:03, so we'll come back at 8:04 and continue from where we left off. Thank you very much. Let's invite all the teammates. So make noise on the WhatsApp platform and let's get everybody to join us now. Okay, I think we can safely get started. Those who are ready will learn, and those who are not ready will join us later. All right, so my name is Kelvin, Dr. Kelvin, and I'm a Max International Double Diamond Associate. I partnered with this company 6 years ago on 22nd of August 2014. In fact, just this past couple of days, this past 2 days was my 6th anniversary. It's been an amazing journey so far. And the best is yet to come. It's going to be awesome. The future is so bright. I mean, it's difficult to even look at it because the brightness is blinding. And I know that with you as teammates, with you as business partners, we are going to achieve so many things together. But we are going to expand the frontiers of this business. I mean, now Europe is coming online. We are going to capture Asia. We're going to capture the Americas. We're going to take over the entire universe with this Max opportunity. Because indeed, the products are making a huge difference. And the money also making a huge difference everywhere we go. Every life that we touch with Max International is a job well done. So thank you very much for being here this evening to learn how to build your business. I'm going to share my screen at this time so that we can all see exactly what it is that we are here to discuss. And I'm going to ask that if you can see my screen, in a few seconds, I'll ask that question. Let me just share the screen now. All right, so if you can see my screen, please type a Y on the platform. If you can see my screen, type a Y. Great, great, great. Okay, so and this, like I said, this is part of my foundation for a solid business, business with Max International series, and this is also part of the new associate training. So we did this about the second. This is the third installment in the training session. If you missed the previous two, you have to get the recording so that you can stay up to date and we can continue to build our businesses together. All right, so we move on. Well, I start with a quote. I alone know the plans I have for you, plans to bring you prosperity and not disaster, plans to bring about a future you hope for. Very, very important when you have the backing of, you know, the Holy Spirit and the Trinity behind you. All right, so that's me. I'm a medical doctor by training, Double Diamond Associate Max International, and I'm ready to share with you some knowledge about prospecting. All right, now as we go along with this presentation, this training session, if you have any question, feel free to drop the question in the comment section. I will answer the questions as we go along, or you can post your question on the platform, the WhatsApp platforms at the end of the presentation so that we can address, all the bosses can address you, address the question on, so that you can learn a thing or two. Okay, so prospecting, who, where, how, that's how we are going to address this thing quickly. So for starters, who is a prospect? Now, if you know the answer to, you can quickly put on the platform because this is not the first time we've had this videos, this training session. So if you know the answer, just type it on the platform. Who is a prospect? Now, and what does it mean to prospect someone? These are very, very important questions that we need to answer. So a prospect is simply a contact who you believe can become a potential business partner or customer. Now, the emphasis is on the fact that you are the one that believes that this contact can become a business partner, not the prospect himself. In other words, you met somebody, that person does not know what you have. How can he know that he can do it or he cannot do it? But you know what you have and you know the kind of person you're looking for. So you decided that you can, that person can do the business. And so you decided. The reason why I'm stressing on the fact that you decided is that some of the challenges you're going to face is because the prospect is not on the same level as you. And so he or she is resisting the thing you're telling him or her because he's yet to understand where you're coming from. And so the challenges we have during prospecting is because both parties are at different levels. One person is here, the other person is here. And so the whole idea of prospecting is to gradually bring the two people to the same level, preferably to bring the prospect up to your level so that then the two of you can partner with him or her and build a business together. This is very, very, if you understand this concept, everything else will make sense. So prospecting is the art of creating an environment and identifying the reason that is compelling enough to bring the prospect from where he is, bring them to where you are so that people can partner up and build a business. That's the art of prospecting. Very important. Okay, so you have this dirty car. Nobody sells a dirty car. Once they plan to sell the car, they're going to wash the car, make it sparkling. In fact, some of them will even take it to the car wash for it to be shined, so that when you see the car, it's flashing, brightly, so that it will add more value to the car. And so prospecting is about you cleaning the prospect so that that person becomes a brand new customer or a brand new associate. And so it's a process. It's not an event. It takes time. It's a gradual process. Work at it every single day to get you to the destination. All right. So who should you prospect? Who is a prospect? And when it comes to network marketing is a business, it's a people business. The product or service or compensation plan is just the vehicle. In other words, the prospects are human beings. They are people that you meet every single day. You either want them to use your service, use your product, or join you as business partners. And so everyone in your life is a prospect. Everyone in your life is a prospect. It could be a family member, it could be a schoolmate, it could be somebody you go to church or go to the mosque with, somebody you work with, it can be your neighbor, it could be somebody you just met on the street, it could be your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend, it could be the guy who stole your sandals. Like I remember when I was in school, somebody stole my sandals. He is a prospect. The point is, every person on the surface of this earth is a prospect. And so don't discriminate, don't prejudge, just keep an open mind and make sure you can talk to everybody about your opportunity. However, there's an element of quality over quantity. In other words, it's not so much about having everybody join the business as to who is joining your business. It's very important, even though, I'll give you some information about it. There's an exception to that rule. I'll give you some information about it as we go along the journey. All right. Now, the fact that everyone is a prospect doesn't mean it's okay to go and present the thing to everybody anywhere you meet the person. So you can't be, you cannot be doing a max presentation in a trot shop. The environment is not conducive. You cannot meet somebody, you are crossing the road and you meet somebody crossing the same road and you stop in the middle of the road to prospect the person. It doesn't work like that. And so the environment, the atmosphere, everything must be perfect, must be the prospect must be prepared for where he's going, for the journey you are taking him on. And so you must be comfortable with you sharing with him at that particular time. This is important. Now I'm going through this is the introduction phase. I'm just going through this quickly so that we can get to the meat of the action, and then we'll slow it down somewhat. Okay, so you must be tactful and you must begin by having a list. Now, if you are on this call this evening and you have actually written down your list, please go on the platform right now and type yes. I want to know those who have actually written their list. If you have written your list, please type yes. I would like to know who has written their, put a list together, a list of prospects together. So far, only 2 people have responded. That's not good. Okay, now it's coming. All right. Okay, let's blame it on delayed internet. Okay, good. Wonderful. I see some leaders with saying yes, which is good. I see some new people also saying yes, which is very exciting. You cannot build a successful business with Max International if you do not have a list. Why do you need a list? If you are running a shop, and I know a lot of you have experience running a shop, because I mean, in Ghana, a lot of people have shops in front of their houses, or at least some people are selling on their status. So I know you have experience running a shop. Now, if you are running a shop, your inventory is your most important asset or your most important tool. How will you know what you have if you haven't written it down? And so inventory is important. In network marketing, your inventory are the people that you are prospecting. They are the people that you have made contact with. That's your inventory. And that is why you need a list. So your list is your inventory. If you don't have an inventory, how can you tell that this prospect has passed? How do you know how many people you spoke to yesterday and how many of them said, call me tomorrow? How many of them said, I'll be ready in 2 days' time? You need a list because the list is what will keep you in check. The list is what will give you, will let you know what to do next. And so the list is the most important tool you can ever have. And if you go and check out my YouTube channel, I actually have a whole 20-minute session on how to write your list. Even though we're going to touch on it here as well, I encourage you all to go and look for that video and then check it out. I think that was one of the first videos I posted. So you can tell the inexperience in my voice those days. Anyway, so and now check this out. When you join the business fresh, that list, the first list you make is the easiest list you're ever going to make in your entire Max career. That first list is the easiest of all the lists. And I'm telling you in hindsight that list is the easiest because you're going to get you're going to grow in the business and you're going to realize that it becomes more and more difficult to write a list. Dr. Edwin, I'm sure you're on the call. How easy is it to write a new list today as you've been in the business for about 3-4 years now? How easy is it? Maybe you should type your experience on a platform and let's see how easy it is to make your list today, a new list. And the reason why it's the easiest list you're going to make, we'll talk about that in the next slide. But unfortunately, that first list is also the list that gets messed up the most because many people put that list together. Many people don't even put that list together first of all, and those that do put that list together, they underrepresent the list. So they will put like 10 names on the list because their outline is forcing them to write a list. And so they just put like 10, 15. The most you get is probably 50. You see, so most people actually blow that first list, even though it's the most important and the easiest list you can ever put together. Anyway, so now everyone goes on your list. Whether you like them or not, it doesn't matter. Just put them on your list. That's the list is your bank account, your bank reserve. The bigger your list is, the better for you. And we are going to understand quite very soon. The fact that the person is on your list doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to sign another person into the business. But that person could lead you to other people who are ready to join the business. And so the person, a destination is somebody who joins your business. So let's say you spoke to Amma and Amma signs up. Amma then becomes a destination. But Kofi did not sign up, but Kofi can open the door for you to go and meet Kweku, Ajwa, and Millicent. So Kofi becomes a doorway. So everybody must go on your list because if I call you today and you say you're not interested, I ask you, do you know anybody who might be interested? That could open the doorway for me to meet other people. and so on and so forth. So everybody must go on that list so that you make sure that you speak to everybody and give everybody a chance to say no. We'll talk about that that as well. So how do you make that list? How do you put that list together? Before you use any tools, and I know there are tools out there that help you to make a list, but before you apply any of these tools, you must first empty yourself. You must first empty yourself. This is what I mean. Just try and remember names. That's all. When I say empty yourself, I mean try and remember names without using any tools, without going to Facebook, without going to your phone. Just try and remember your name. And before I forget, the list must be written down physically, hard copy list. This list is not a list you're going to write on your phone, or you're going to type on the computer. No, this list must be handwritten, because as you write it by hand, it's going to stick. You're going to realize that I have people. So you have to sit down, dedicate time, and actually write out your list. If you want to go high tech, you can't type it out, but I've come to realize that it's much, in as much as technology is increasing every day, sometimes when you actually do the old school, it works out much better. So the first name that come easily to you, are your hottest contacts. The first name that you remember are the people you need to hit up quickly, because they are obviously people that you have a personal relationship with, and they are likely to listen to you because they trust and believe in you, and they are your friends, they are your confidants, they are your fiancés, whoever. And so they are the ones you should talk to first. So step one, as I already said, sit down and try and recall names, try and remember names. Ajua has a brother called Kweku. Kweku's best friend is called Ama. Ama has a sister called Akos. Just by doing that, you can come up with over 100 names by associating. And so number one is by memory recall, number two is by memory recall. And after you have emptied yourself, then you can now come and focus on the tools. So you can now open your Facebook and start making a list of those you chat with frequently, and then those you don't chat with frequently can come in later, and so on. You can now pick your phone and open your WhatsApp message and start making a list of those you chat frequently. If you do not empty yourself, there's a likelihood that you are going to get carried away by the fact that you have 1,000 friends on Facebook and forget that your neighbor sitting right next to you haven't even spoken to him about Max, and yet you're trying to sign somebody who is 200 miles away from you. And so the idea of writing a list by memory recall first is that it helps you to capture those in your immediate environment, those closest to you. Because ultimately, people that you can have a face-to-face interaction are more likely to sign up into your organization or buy your product easier than somebody that you are speaking to over the phone. And so as much as possible, you want your first encounters with prospects to be physical, to be face-to-face. Of course, by still, obeying the rules of social distancing, but you want your first few encounters to be physical, so that you can get them to see your expression, see your excitement, see your product, feel the product before they even purchase the product or partner with you. And so you want your first few encounters to be physical. All right. So and then after you have cleared the physical people, then you can go onto the social media and also attack the social media people and get them to join your business via the virtual platforms that we have created as a team. All right. So essentially what I'm saying is that don't start Max today and immediately go and start talking to strangers. You end up, you die early. Simply put, you die early. You see, because there's a lot of corruption out there. There are a lot of scammers out there. And so it's not likely that somebody you don't know will jump into your boat just because you said they should jump. It will take some practice. It will take some confidence. It will take some time for you to master the courage and the skills to be able to convince strangers to join your business. So why don't you use the first couple of days to practice your business approach, your skills on the people you know already, so that as they agree to partner with you or they don't agree to partner with you, it's going to boost your confidence when they say yes, or it's going to let you know that you need to go and learn some more skills if they say no. And so either way, whichever outcome you get from talking to your friends, your immediate friends, it's a good thing because it lets you know your smoothness level. Now, if all I've said so far makes sense, can I have somebody type an X on the platform so I know that I'm not alone here? If all I've said makes sense, please type an X on the platform and let's make progress. Great. Awesome. All right, so let's make progress then. So now, your list must be Huge. The bigger your list, the better. The bigger your list, the better. So don't go writing a list of 5 and say that I've finished. I have only 5 friends. And don't tell me I don't have any friends either. Because if once you have numbers on your phone, you have friends. They may not be close friends, they may not be confidants, but they are friends. You need to put their names down and have a systematic approach to getting in touch with each and every one of them so that we can get the maximum benefit, or you can get your message across to as many people as possible so that eventually a few will join your business. Now, I'm stressing, understand that not everybody will join your business. If you have been doing Max for 2 days, you already have an idea that not everybody will join your business. So don't be alarmed, don't be upset when people say no. It's, in fact, the no is the most common answer you're going to receive. And so begin to understand, begin to desensitize yourself from no. Begin to accept the no so that you can move on quickly. Don't let the no's weigh you down, because yes, the no's are definitely going to come your way. Okay, so a couple of people have raised their hands. I'm assuming they have questions. So I'm going to, please, Florence, if you have a question, please type yes. If you have a question, type yes so I can unmute your mic and I can hear your question. If you have a question, Florence, please type yes so I can unmute your mic. Okay, so then I think it's a mistake. All right, so if you have a question, don't just put your hand up, because sometimes people mistakenly click the hand up button. Just type on the text message platform, I have a question, and I'll mute your mic and you can ask your question. All right, so let's make progress. Okay, so your list must be huge. It must be really, really, really huge, because only a fraction of the people on your list will sign up. And so it tells you automatically that if your list is small, you're not going to last long in a business at all. So the size of your bank balance determines what you can spend on. In other words, the size of your list determines how fast you can rise in the business. And obviously, the faster you rise in a business, the more cash you earn. This is a no-brainer. Those who rank advanced within a month of getting started, they get paid higher monies because of something called global bonus. It adds to whatever you are earning. So if you have a chance to rank advanced in your first month, do it. Don't postpone. If you have a chance to rank advanced twice in 1 month, do it. Don't postpone. This business, we say something: success loves speed. So don't sit down and wait for anybody. If your upline is not ready to rank advanced and you are ready to rank advanced, my brother, my sister, push it and rank advanced, because if you miss it, it'll be very, very hard for you to get that level of excitement back into your business. All right. Now, majority of the people you approach will not get started. I've said this already. A big list, a big list will protect your heart. Yes, a big list will protect your heart. You can take all the CLGBT you want, all the 357 you want, but if your list is small, you will still get hypertension, because when the no's start coming in and your list starts reducing in number, it gets very frustrating, it gets very upsetting. And so you need to have a very big list so that even when 10 people say no, you still have 2,000 people left to talk to. And you obviously 10 people out of 2,000 is a very small number. So keep a big list and always add to your list, because every day you are meeting new people. Every day you're adding people to you are interacting with people on Facebook, on Instagram, or wherever it is. And so your list must keep growing. As if one person tells you no, go out there and add 2 people, 2 more names to replace the one person who said no. All right, most new partners won't do it, and so you have to do it. You have most of the people you sign up into the business are not going to take the business seriously. Some of them are just joining because you are disturbing them. You see, but I attended a training session where and the lesson out of there was that people come into your life at different points in time to serve different purposes. So not everybody who signs up to join you in Max International has to be with you till the end. No, some of them joined you today so that they will help you get your first fast start commission. Some of them joined you today so that they can help you get to bronze. Others joined today to help you get to gold. And once you have gotten to that target, they've done their part and they quit, they leave the business. So don't try to keep people in the business if you're not ready to do the business. Just help them, educate them, let them understand that there's potential, this is possible, that is possible. But ultimately, you cannot do the business for them. And so don't try to do the business for them, because if you carry too much weight, you cannot run fast enough for your own good. All right. So now we've talked about the who. The next aspect you're going to discuss is the where. The next aspect you're going to discuss is the where. When you are new, when you're a new associate, when you're a new partner, prospects are everywhere. Everywhere you pass, there are prospects. Why? Because people haven't associated you with Max International. So if they may know about Max International, all right, but they don't know that you are part of Max International. So when you join Max International, it now becomes a surprise to them. Hey, you two, you have joined Max. Hey, then this Max thing must be good. Tell me more. I'm sure that if you have had this kind of encounter before, please share on the platform. Let me see. If somebody has made this comment, hey, you two, you joined Max International. Tell me about it. Tell me more. I think I should pay attention now. If you've ever had such an encounter, please type on the platform and let me know if I'm the only one that had that encounter. If you've ever had the encounter I've just described, please type on the platform. Say, I have had an encounter, or I have. Just type I have. Let me know who has had such an encounter. And so because you are new, everybody around you is a potential partner. Yes, I knew I wasn't the only one. You see, and so once people see that you are now part of Max International, they will ask, hey, so you have joined this Max team. That means that this Max team must be good, especially for those of you who are doing the business from Europe and in America and other places. Because people thought that Max was only in Ghana. Suddenly you are in Europe and you are also posting CLGBT, you are posting about Max International. Then they'll come and ask you, but how do you hear about Max International? Then obviously your answer will be, hey, what's a Ghana? You don't know about Max International, you see. So just this is why your first list is so important, because at that point, everybody around you is a prospect. People haven't told you no yet. They haven't told you their negative thing about Max International yet. And so everybody is, you should actually approach everybody. But as time goes on, you begin to realize that this person has done Max before, it didn't go, or he has quit. So obviously he may not be interested in coming back. That person tries LGBT, it may not have worked for him. So obviously he's not interested in buying your product. And so now your list begins to get smaller, which means that you now have to go outside of your comfort zone to go and add new names to your list. And so you begin to mature in the business, and your list also begins to reduce. And so the point I'm making is that if you start the business today and your list is small, it means that you are having premature puberty, which means you are probably going to die early. Because if you are premature puberty, it means that you are going to get premature menopause and then premature death. You see, so don't get anything premature. Make sure your list is big. Make your list as big as the amount of time you want to spend alive on this earth. Thank you very much. That's the summary of the whole show. If you agree with that statement, type agree on the platform. All right. Now, when you are new, prospects are literally everywhere because you are new. Yes. As you stay long in the business, you have to become more deliberate in your prospecting. You have to become more deliberate in your prospecting. So, for instance, you may have to join a new church group. In fact, you maybe have to change your church altogether because nobody is minding you over there, you know. And so you have to become more deliberate, because now people know that you are a Max International. Some people have blocked you on their WhatsApp already. Some people have blocked you on their Facebook already. And so your list becomes small. So for you to get more people to talk to, for you to get new contacts, you have to begin to change the circles you move in. So if previously you were going to shop in Makola, now you may have to change where you shop and go and shop at Malata, because you need to make new contacts. If you're going for first service, now you have to change and go to second service because you want to meet a new crowd of people. If you were an usher, now you have to leave the ushering and go and join the IT department. If you were just a backbencher, you probably have to go and join the choir. You have to do new things so that you can meet new people. You have to join a new social club. If you were never part of Rotary, you may have to go and join Rotary, or go and join Toastmasters, or go and join a different group on Facebook. You have to do new things so that you can meet new people and expand your contact. Don't sit in the same place and do the same thing and expect that your list will grow naturally. The list doesn't grow naturally. The list grows deliberately. You have to actively go and add to that list. You have to actively find people to join that list. If you used to take a car straight to work every morning, you may have to intentionally take 2 cars because you want to meet different people on your way to work. And so you have to, start new activities. I remember at a point in my life, I had to go and learn how to swim, not because I wanted to swim, but of course it's good to swim. Swimming is one of the survival skills that everybody needs to have. So I went to learn how to swim because I had run out of prospects. So I needed to start a new activity so that I can actually meet new people. So I just had to go and start learning how to swim. After that experience, I signed two new people who now opened the door to other people and other people. I started playing tennis because I wanted to, of course, I wanted to stay healthy and fit, but I also wanted to meet new people. And so all these are things that I at a point, I actually went to start a new course. I'm a medical doctor by training, but I went to Ghana Stock Exchange to go and learn how to trade stocks. What business as a doctor got to do trading stock? But it's because I wanted to meet new people. And so it is what it is. You have to try new things to meet new people. And of course, now I can hold a sensible discussion when it comes to stocks. So I've added to my knowledge. So assuming I was walking in town right now and I met a stockbroker and we start having a conversation, he knows I'm a medical doctor, and I start talking to him about bulls and bears and how the market is bullish. And these are terms they use. So suddenly, hey, doc, what's up? How do you understand all these things? Oh, you don't know? Let me tell you it. So now we strike up a friendship. Next thing you know, I'm talking to him about CellGBT, and then he's buying CellGBT, and then he's signing up to Max. And so the point is, you have to intentionally don't tell me I don't know how to sing. Master, go and learn how to sing. Don't tell me I don't know how to swim. Learn how to swim. Do things intentionally so that you can meet new people. Because every time, the more new people you meet, the more names you can add to your list. The more names you add to your list, the more likely you are to sign people up and expand your business. And of course, become more sociable. You see, especially for the ladies, we have to point things out. This is not the time to refuse to give out your phone number. You cannot refuse to give out your phone number because you're a business. Your business is a home-based business that is built on the phone. So your phone number is now public property, number one. The best you can do is to get a second phone, so that if you think that you want to keep a phone private, get a second number and keep that number private. But you have to be more sociable and give out your number, because you never know when somebody will call you. In fact, Micah, one of the platinum associates, will tell you that most of the guys who hit the app to partner for ulterior motives end up signing up to do Max or buying CellGBT. Because, well, that's what she does. She networks on purpose. If you call me up with a different mindset, I will turn it around and get you to buy my product or participate in my business. That's all. And so don't be making statements like, I don't do this thing. No. What do you mean you don't do this thing? So long as that thing is not an illegal thing or an immoral thing, you have to do it and turn it around so that it can benefit you and your business. It's simple and straightforward. There's no two ways about that. We can't negotiate those things. You have to do it. That's all. Anyway, hey, okay, I'm on a text message platform and somebody's saying that some local husbands are jealous. Please, local husbands, forgive us, but this is business. Anyway, so let's move on. Understand that it will cost you money to meet quality people. It will cost you money to meet quality people. The reason why I went to take the course at the Ghana Stock Exchange was because I knew that the kind of people who come to take that course are people who can actually afford to join my business. And so, and it was not a free course. I paid a lot of money to actually go there. And I actually signed a couple of people from that course, and I also sold a lot of products on that course. In fact, there are people from that course 2 years ago who are still my customers still today. And so if you are stingy with money, if you refuse to spend on yourself, if you refuse to spend on your business, you will not meet the kind of people you need to meet to get your business to the level that it needs to get to. And so spend money on your business, spend money on data to go on Facebook, not just to browse, but to go and do FAM. Now, if you have been following Boss Elikem and his, his Power Hour and other activities, you understand what FAM is. If you're on this call and you understand FAM, please type the full meaning of FAM so the rest of those who are on this call will understand what FAM is all about. If you are on this call and you understand FAM, please type out the full meaning of FAM so that the rest of the team can understand what FAM is. Exactly, find out a message. So get data, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, find out a message. That's all. Sometimes that's all. That's the initial stage you're going to do. And those that respond to your message, you can follow up from there. Those that don't respond to a message, there's a way you can follow them up as well. And so my point is, there are activities that are going on this team or in this team every single day. You need to pay attention. You need to get in the groove so that you don't miss any of those things. You understand? Now, and let me just quickly address one other thing. I know that there's a lot of information passes through our WhatsApp pages. A lot of information passes. So sometimes you go and you blink and there are 100 messages on the platform. It can be very, very overwhelming. That's true. I accept that completely. But So long as you are not working, once you close from work, you are sitting in traffic going home, you can spend some time and read through the messages so that you get a gist of the most important messages and then you make do with it. Don't just tune out of the page and say, because the messages are plenty, I'm not going to be listening, I'm not going to read the messages. You're going to miss out on so many things. It's so important that you pay attention to the pages. And to the rest of us too, information that is not relevant to our business, please don't post on the page so that we can keep the page for only business-related activities so that we don't miss out anything. Because ultimately, if everybody on that page is paid even 100 Ghana cedis or just $10, it's going to cascade, it's going to come together to form a huge amount of money. So it's important that we are all tuned in, plugged in, and getting paid by Max International every Wednesday and every 15th of the month. All right, so now we've done who, we've done when, we've done where. Now the question is how. How do you prospect? Well, first of all, stop pitching, especially on your first date. You met the person today and immediately you are talking about Max International. Stop it. It doesn't help. Our business is a business of trust. Our business is a business of relationship. You have to develop the relationship with the person. You have to have fun. You have to make it fun. You understand? Some of us, our statuses are boring. Our statuses are boring. And if you actually take note, I don't know how many of you actually track how many people are watching your status every single day. Now, consistently, I've been experimenting something, and consistently, the number of people watching my status actually increasing gradually. I'm not where I want it to be yet, and so that's why I haven't shared it yet. But there are some of you who your statuses are very, very boring. And when I say boring, what I mean is from the first post to the 10th post is all Max products. That is boring. That is not fun. Imagine you put on your TV and all you saw from the let me rephrase the thing. How do you feel? And please, I want an honest answer from you. How do you feel when sometimes they play the same advert on TV 2 times? How do you feel? And I'd love an honest feedback. When you are watching TV and they play the same advert twice, back to back, how do you feel? Like there's no break. They play the first one and immediately ends, they play the same advert again. There's no break, back to back. How does that make you feel? Exactly. Felicia says fed up. Mina says irritated. And this is very, very true. I get so upset. Sometimes I just change the channel because I just watched the advert. Why would I want to watch it again? Exactly. Matilda, I agree with you. I'll just change the channel. It's the same way people feel when they look at some of your statuses. Because you are talking about meta switch. It's too much. Your status you must be able to intersperse. It's like salad, eh? If you had salad and it was only lettuce in there, it's not nice. We know it's healthy, but it's not nice. Eating just a lettuce salad is terrible. In fact, I wouldn't even eat it. I want my salad to have some lettuce, to have some onions, to have some green pepper, to have some salad dressing. So that's how your status should be. There should be a healthy mix of things. So you are doing some motivation here, you are doing some funny things here. Then you put some max thing there as well. But if it's max, there's nothing. It's like the secret is all out. So the person knows that you are a Max person. So why should I come and ask you anything for you? I know we are going to talk about Max. But if you make it such that things are not too obvious, but hey, this post the guy has put up, let me go and find out what he's talking about. That is how you attract people. So stop pitching, stop trying to overdo it. It doesn't work like that. And also, your friends know you. They know you as a housewife, or they know you as an electrician. They know you as a market queen. They know you as a student. How did you suddenly become an expert in glutathione? How did you suddenly become an expert in hypertension? How are you suddenly selling medicine and your medicine is solving every problem? So try not to become an expert overnight. Let them understand that this is a new business I've started. I've heard stories that the product is good for this, and this. And I have personally tried the product. The personal touch is the most important thing you can ever say. Once you add that I have personally tried the product, or I have given the product to my mother, and this was the outcome. Once you can add a personal touch to the story, you've got any serious person will listen to you then. But if it's always somebody else, and that is why, another reason why posting people's stories on your status is not exactly a very good idea. Every now and then, it's okay to share 1 or 2 other people's stories so that your audience will know that other people are also benefiting. But the most powerful story you can ever have is your own personal testimony. And so if you are doing Max International business and you are not consuming the product yourself, you are destined to fail. You are destined to fail. You have to take the product yourself and possibly post pictures or videos of yourself indulging in the product. That is the best way to make a sale. As for a product like MetaSwitch, if you yourself are overweight, how do you go and sell MetaSwitch to somebody else to lose weight? You need to first of all lose weight yourself so that you yourself become the advert. You cannot expect somebody to buy MetaSwitch from you when you are overweight. And so it doesn't work like that. Take the product yourself, lose some weight. You don't have to get your ideal weight, overnight, but at least show that you are taking the product, take some pictures, post that, oh, this week I lost 500 grams, I've lost 1 kilo, I've lost 2 kilos, watch this space, the new me is loading, let it be engaging, you understand? And then people will begin to identify with you because there are so many people on your timeline who are like you, they want to lose weight, but they don't want to be used as experiments. So once they know that you have used yourself as an experiment, they are more likely to now listen to you. Oh, if Ajwa Mansa took the thing and she didn't die, it means that me too, I can take it. But every day you're posting somebody else's story. Who is that person? Who is that guy who has lost weight? I don't know him. Why do I want to buy a product that I don't know who the person is? And so your story is the most powerful thing that you can possibly share. And let me leave it at that for today because that's not the purpose of this call before I get distracted. Okay, let's move on. Now, as a new partner, your business thrives on excitement, passion, and trust. Now, the trust is the most important thing. And it's because of this trust that you must start with people that trust you. It's important that you leverage on those who trust you to get money from Max International. This is what I mean. When you join the business, your aim is to get paid by Max. Because once you are paid by Max, it gives you confidence and it helps you to now show evidence to your friends that Max indeed pays and Max has paid you. Because remember I said that your testimony is the most powerful testimony. And so the most important thing you need to do is that leverage on those that trust you. Get them to join your business. When they join your business, Max is going to pay you. And when Max pays you, then with the evidence that Max has paid you, you can now go and talk to those who don't trust you, those who are on the peripheries, those who are the cold prospect. Without evidence, it's not easy to convince the cold prospect to join Max International, to join your business. And so leverage on those who trust you. And the way you can leverage on those who trust you is by showing excitement. Hey, Ama, me say, business be a mako share. Hey, the things they're saying about this business, my own friend has joined the business and she's making so much money. She's helping so many people. So I have also joined the business. I want you to come and join this business. Sometimes that friend will not even ask a question because they already trust you, they know you from Tete. And so they are just going to jump into the business because you are the one who made the recommendation. And once they partner with you and you get paid, they themselves are going to have belief that the business grew because they've seen their very own friend also get paid. So now when Ajwa, who just signed up, is also talking to her friend, because you have been paid and she trusts you, she knows that the money must have come from Max because you said it came from Max. She's going to be more confident and tell her friend that my own friend also got paid, and then she also gets paid. And so it creates a positive ripple where everybody gets paid because they leverage on the trust they have in the previous person. And that's how simple this business is. Sometimes we make it too complicated by trying to come up with too many unnecessary strategies. The strategy is simple: leverage on trust, leverage on excitement. These are things that you already have. And for those who are married, when you're about to get married, where you're not excited, or except of course you don't like your spouse, but if you indeed like your spouse, you are very excited. When you're going to give birth, where you're not excited, nobody has to force the excitement out of you. The first time you heard your baby cry, where you're not excited, So that's the thing. Excitement comes from within. If you join Max and you are not excited, then the question is, what exactly are you doing here? I can't think far. You cannot be in the business and not be excited about the product. Why are you here? Because here at Max International, the product is everything. If the day Cellgevity will stop working, that's the day Max will go down. And so we know our products, we value our products, and we build our business on the products. There's nobody here at Max International who is building a business without products. And so if you're not excited about the products, then my brother, you better leave here because there's nothing better for you to have at this point in this business. So your aim is to be exciting enough to catch their attention, but not to give too much information so that they will come to you and ask you questions. Your aim is to get the prospect to ask you questions. So your post on Facebook, your post on your status should all draw them to come and ask you questions. Because this is important. If the prospect can get all the answers from your status, why should they ask you a question? So if you have put everything, all the details, and I see people doing that. The promo has been launched. They will put the promo on the platform. They will put the cost of starting on their status. They will put everything on their status. So now the question is, why should a person come and ask you the question? If I already know how much it costs to start my business and I know I don't have the money, why should I come and ask you anything? But if you have put teasers on the page, on the status, and the person sees the teasers, hey, what is going on? Let me ask him, Charlie, what is going on? And the person say, oh, it's Max. I mean, you give information, and then that person is more likely to sign up. But if you put everything on the status, the person will not come and ask anything because he knows that I don't have the money right now to join the business. So why bother? But when the person asks you a question, you can actually take him through some mindset changing scenarios that will make him or her want to go and find the money. Me, Kelvin, when they told me about Max International, I didn't have the money, but I managed to go and borrow the money and start. And so not having money is neither here, it doesn't mean anything. If you see the potential, no one will tell you to go and find the money and come and join. After all, how many businesses in the world today started with borrowed money? About 80% of businesses started with borrowed money. So not having money is not a good enough reason to not start a business. That's all. And so don't put all the information on the status such that people don't need to ask you any question. All right, so now what are some of the tools that you need to build your Max business? The first and the most obvious thing is the BOM or the VOM. Before Corona, we had BOMs where we went to in-person, sat down and then listened to the presentation, and then we signed up. Now we are doing all of this on the Zoom, the video presentation, which in my opinion is much bigger than the BOM, because this is giving a platform to international partners. So now we have partners joining us all the way from Israel, from Germany, from UK, from USA, from Australia, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from South Africa, from Sierra Leone. So in fact, let's do a test. If you're on this call right this minute, I'd like to know where you're located. Please type your location right this minute. Let's see how far reaching this call is. So if you are listening to me right now, there are 94 participants on this call at this point. Please type your location. Let us see how far reaching this particular call is right now. Okay, so we have Cameroon, we have Ghana, we have Accra, USA, UK, Italy, Atimpoku, Holland. Wow. Italy, Ghana, Volta, UK, USA, Ghana. Any more people? Germany in the house, Italy in the house, Salagada, Tamale side, USA, Italy, Lagos, wow. Kumasi in the house. And so you get the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm making is that on this very call, look at how international the call is. And so today, you can be sitting in the comfort of your house and build a business that traverses borders without ever setting foot on any of those countries at all. And so this is a powerful tool that we have. And it's thanks to coronavirus, because before Corona, when we held online presentations, we were having only 2, 5. The most you'd have on an online presentation was about 10. And if you had 10 people attend your online presentation, you were happy. But today we are doing the same thing, and we have so many people from so many different parts of the world, and it's thanks to coronavirus. And so if you are in Max International today, and you cannot find people on the surface of this globe to join you build a Max business, then it's 2 things. Either you yourself, you are not ready to commit to the business, or you don't know what you are doing. I mean, or you have the most terrible of luck, in all the surface of this earth, because there's no limitation between internet and DHL. We are able to reach the whole world with our products. We're able to reach the whole world with our business opportunity. So this is the time to expand your business across the globe, so that by the time the borders are open, by the time the airports are functional, you have a team growing across the whole world, and you can pick your bag and literally travel around and have teammates to connect with wherever you land. And that is one of my personal goals in building this Max business. I want to reach a point where I can decide to go on a Euro trip, and every country I go to, there's a teammate I'm going to meet and take a selfie with, and I'm going to actually do that very soon. I'm sure that my next goal is to do a Euro trip, just get a Schengen visa and travel across Europe on a bicycle or motorbike or something, and just take a selfie with the teammates at every country that I get to. So start putting your country there, because I'm going to be visiting very, very soon. But that's my goal. Your goal may be different. Everybody has a different goal. All I'm saying is that the tools are available for you to achieve your goal, provided you set that target and work hard towards achieving that target. All right, we are running out of time. Let me quickly go through this thing. The next thing after the video presentation is the phone presentation, or the three-way calls. Maybe your partner or your prospect has joined the business opportunity presentation, which we do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The person is interested but has some questions. The next thing you can do is to arrange a three-way call so that your upline or somebody who understands the business can explain a few things for that person. Now, there are rules to this three-way call. First of all, don't just call randomly and expect that your upline will be available to be on the call. He or she may be engaged. He or she may be in a conversation with a spouse and not looking forward to do the three-way call. And so please, the three-way calls must be pre-arranged. Arrange with the person you're going to use. Let him be aware that, I'm going to call you in 30 minutes. Well, is that okay for you? So that the person is prepared for you. Because if you call the person at the wrong time, you might get the shock of your life. And so please try as much as possible to pre-arrange the three-way calls. It's very, very important. Also, make the three-way calls relevant. Don't just call the upline and say that I have so and so on the call. Talk to him or her. Well, talk to him and tell her what. The whole idea of prospecting is that you should have gotten some information from the prospect so that you know the prospect's limitations. When you call your upline or you call the resource person, you let the resource person know, oh, this is Kweku Menu. Kweku Menu is a medical doctor and he thinks he doesn't have time to do Max business. Can you give him can you shed some light onto the situation so that he knows that he can still do Max? Then we know that this is what we are addressing. Or Amma is a housewife and she thinks that she doesn't think she's qualified enough to do Max business. Can you share some information with her so that she knows that she can do Max business? Then the upline knows where to go. So don't just call and say, talk to him. Go to him and tell him what. The upline is not a robot. He's not a robot that you press talk and he starts talking. He needs to process. He or she needs to process and understand the situation, what's going on, and how best to address the particular challenge that the person may have had. And keep in mind that it's your prospect. The upline cannot know your prospect more than you yourself know your prospect. So make sure that you have enough information on your prospect to help your upline make a difference in the presentation that in the situation that you find yourself in. This is very, very important information. So please, let's make it count. All right. Oh, wow. There's somebody from Sweden. This is the first time I've had somebody from Sweden join the call. Good to have you here, Barbara. Welcome to the team. Okay. Now, the next one is the videos. Now, these videos are the pre-recorded videos. So we have videos on YouTube, we have videos on WhatsApp. You should send the relevant video to the relevant prospect. If a prospect says, I'm interested in the product, you don't have any business sending him or her the business video. No. If a prospect says, I'm interested in the money, don't send him or her the testimony video. So understand where the prospect is and send him or her the right resource, the right tool, so that you don't undo the work you've done. You've already gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you go and send him the wrong tool and it takes you all way back to zero. You don't want that to happen. So make sure that is what makes this thing a business. If this thing was not a business, you can do anything and get results. But it's a business, which means that you need to be systematic. That's why you need a list. That's why you must have a follow-up plan. That's why you must have all these videos in a folder somewhere so that you know which one to send first, which one to send next, how to go here and do that. It's a business, and business requires you to be in control, be in charge, at least have an idea of what you're doing. Now, the final tool is product sampling or product sales. Are you aware that the most important prospect, the easiest people to get to join your business is actually people who have used the product and gotten results. That's one of the easiest group of people to get into your business. It's very important. If the person takes your product and has a breakthrough, let's say the person had terrible hypertension, and he took your product and the blood pressure has come down significantly, and now he's not taking as many blood pressure medication as he was taking before. Obviously, this person will be excited about the product. And you see, sick people know other sick people because they go to hospital at the same time. They meet up in hospital. In fact, they form hypertension patients association. So once this person has a breakthrough, he or she can easily share the product with other people who are like him. And so if you explain to the guy that, listen, now that you have had a product breakthrough, I know you're going to keep taking the product. There's actually a business aspect to this thing. If you're able to recommend the product to this friend, that friend, you're going to get this much commission, that much commission. You might even get the product for free if you did a family and friends. This guy who was just a customer will certainly be interested in what you are sharing. But probably if you had gone to him in the beginning and told him to join the business, he would not have listened to you. But because he has had a product breakthrough, now he will listen to the business. And so you have to know which tool to use. It's not everybody that you have to talk to about the money. Some people you have to talk to about the product. Some people you have to talk to about the fact that you get to travel for free. Other people have to talk about the fact that you get to have free training, which is relevant in even your own private business. So get to know your prospect. As you prospect as you discuss, as you get to know your prospect, you identify what makes him tick. And then he or she you can actually use the right tools to get him to join the business. Please, can the videos be shared on the WhatsApp platform? Some of us don't have these videos. Okay, so depending on which platform you're on, you can actually put this message on that platform, and somebody will share some of the videos with you. Also, you can go and you can subscribe to our YouTube channels. Let me share the YouTube channel links right now. There are 2 channels that I will share with you, so that you can go and subscribe. There are videos there that you can pick from there. So YouTube channel number 1 is called, so I'm typing it. So the channel number 1 that you need to subscribe to is Max Team Diamond. That's the team channel. Then the second channel you need to subscribe to is my personal channel, Kelvin Owusu. So subscribe to these 2 channels. There are numerous videos that you can actually pick from there. And you can either download these videos or you can share the link with the prospect. Either way, they'll get the information they need and join you in the business. So these 2 channels are very important. There are other channels as well that you can join and get information from all the time. So well, let me just go through this. A 201 presentation is in this context, especially now that we're dealing with coronavirus, is referring to a 3-way call. So after you have you have sent the video to the prospect has questions. Sometimes it's good that you don't address the challenges yourself. You want to involve a third party, somebody else to join the call to explain things to the person. You want to create the impression that even when you don't have the answers, somebody else is there to help you address the challenges, so that the prospect is rest assured that he doesn't have to understand everything from day one. So sometimes, even though you may have the answer, try to hold back and get a third party to answer the question, so that you create that impression, so that when this new partner also joins the business, he knows that I can rely on the team to support me in building my business. That is all that this point is talking about here. Okay, so we are gradually getting to an end. A successful invitation depends on, 1, an understanding that it's a gift you are giving to the recipient, and so that the recipient can choose to receive that gift or not receive that gift. So, and this is important because sometimes when the prospect tells you no, we take it so hard, we get depressed, we get discouraged. It's because we think that the prospect must collect our gift. No, but the prospect doesn't have to collect your gift. It's his life. He can decide that I'm okay with the way my life is. I don't want to get involved with the Max International. I don't want to do anything. I'm okay living in my house. Leave me alone. It's his decision. And that's why I said in the beginning that you are the one that has decided that person must join your business. That person didn't say I must join. You said he must join. And because you have said he must join, it is your job to bring him or her to your level so that you can partner. You cannot partner with somebody who is below you. It has to be at that level and then partner. So if that person is not at the level and he says no, you have to let him go and process his thing. Then later on, you can go back and try again. And so all I'm saying is that when somebody tells you no, don't beat yourself, don't quit. They didn't reject you. They rejected your opportunity at this particular time. In the future, they may say yes, but for today, it's a no. Move on to the next person. That's why you must have a big list. Your posture. If you understand that, imagine if you were walking on the street and a beggar, somebody came to ask you for money, and you took out a 1 cedi note, and the person rejected a 1 cedi note, would you feel bad about the fact that that person has rejected your 1 cedi note? In fact, what would you say? You would say that that person is proud, that person is rude, and probably walk away and have you would feel no guilt at all. In the same way, if somebody rejects your Max business, just simply walk away. Feel no guilt. Understand that it's part of the game, it's part of the process. Later on, he may understand, he may realize that he has made a mistake and be more ready to listen to you when you come to share your information again. Of course, you yourself need to have adequate knowledge about the prospect. And I said this in the previous slide. If the prospect is interested in traveling, don't go wasting your time talking about CLGBT. That can come later. The most important thing is to get the prospect to join the business at the point that he or she is passionate about. After he has joined the business, you can introduce the other aspects of the opportunity to him or her. So, okay, for instance, somebody hears that when you join Max, you can get the chance to travel for free. And then he said, I'm interested in traveling for free. Okay, get started. It costs you $499 to get started. Now, when the person has started the business, they can now tell you, okay, so now to get the free travel, you have to get this number of people to join your business, sell this number of product, consume this number of product. Because the target is there, I want to travel for free, he's going to do it. But then if this person says, I want to travel for free, and he said that, let me give you the business plan first. So you must consume this product. You must sign these people. You are deflating the guy as you go along. Let the person commit. It's kind of like going to school. The teachers know this best. You don't write the exam before you enter the school. No, you pay the school fees, enter the school before you write the exam. Imagine you were asked to write the exam before you started school. How many of us would have actually gone to that school? We probably run away because when they open the question and put down and read the question, your head will start aching and you just get up and go. Nobody can write SSSC before they enter Form 1. It doesn't work like that. So you must pay the school fees is your commitment. So let the person pay the commitment and get started. Understanding will come later. How to get the free travel is a later matter. Get started now. I'll show you everything after you start the business. That's all. And so we say that Max pays. This is a pictorial evidence that Max indeed pays. So before Max International, this is Samuel Mensah before Max and after Max. So those of you who know Samuel Mensah, he's the guy that does the shipping of the products to the European teams. That's him before Max and that's him after Max. He's an awesome gentleman. He's part of the team, and I actually enjoy working with him. So Max actually does pay. Now we've come to the end of the presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to post on the platform. But I have some bonus slides for you as well. Yes, we are a little bit over time, but no stress. We just quickly brush through these bonus points. Okay, so bonus point number 1: how to approach your cold customers or cold clients on social media, in person, wherever. So long a cold customer, a peripheral person or a cold customer is somebody you don't have any direct relationship with, or somebody you just met on the streets or you just met on social media. You have to look the part. You claim you have an opportunity that can change their life, but you yourself, you look like somebody who needs an opportunity. It doesn't work. You cannot sell what you don't have. And so it's important that you look like you can actually give the person an opportunity. So if it's on social media, you must make sure that your profile is showing somebody who can give an opportunity. Dress decently. If it's a suit you want to wear a nice fitting suit. If it's a kaftan you want to wear, make sure it's a nice kaftan that you're wearing. Your profile must do the closing. Your profile must do the talking. Don't allow room for doubt. You know, if you're on this call today and you don't have a picture on your WhatsApp DP, please go and put a picture. In fact, I'll be checking the platform now. If you don't have a WhatsApp DP, and your WhatsApp DP should not be a Max product. I repeat, your WhatsApp DP should not be a Max product. Please, I'm repeating it again. Your WhatsApp DP should not be a Max product. In the same way, your Facebook profile should not be a Max product. In fact, your profile picture should have nothing Max written on it. This is law. This is law. Your WhatsApp DP and your Facebook profile your Facebook profile picture should have nothing related to Max International written on it. It should be you. I want to see who I'm chatting with. I want to feel the connection with the one I'm talking to. So I don't want to see a product. I don't want to see longevity. I don't want to see before and after picture of somebody, random person. I want to see you. So make sure that your profile picture and your WhatsApp DP is a picture of you, a decent picture of you. That's what I want to see over there, because that is what the prospect wants to see. Thank you very much. This is law. Call it Kelvin Law 101. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then now when you hit up the person, you must ask permission before you start sharing. Don't just hit the person and pour out your heart to the person. No, you must ask permission. Charlie, this is a good time to talk. Oh, I just came across your profile and I felt like, and I thought we could connect and hang out or chat. And wait for a response. Don't bombard the person with 20 questions, 20 posts when he hasn't even said a single hello. So always ask permission. Oh, is it okay if I share this with you? Is it okay if I talk to you about my opportunity? Is it okay if I share this video with you? Will you have time to watch this video that I'm posting? Can I get your WhatsApp phone number? And they must emphasize on the WhatsApp phone number, because WhatsApp is where all the action is. Some people, especially in Ghana, have two numbers, one for calls and one for WhatsApp. It's the WhatsApp number that you want. So make sure that you specify, I want your WhatsApp number. Then we move. Because when you collect the WhatsApp number, make sure you save the person's number and ask the person to also save your number, so that you can see the person's status and he can also see your status. If you cannot see the person's status, it means the person hasn't saved your number. Sometimes you have to call them out. Oh, Charlie, you haven't saved my number. I want to be enjoying your status more. Call them out sometimes so that they know that, oh, the guy is actually looking out for my status. Yes, people, we are in the social media age, and so people feel good when they have followers. So try and make them understand, oh, I want to follow you. I want to see what you're up to. Meanwhile, you know that deep down, it is you rather that you want them to follow. You want them to see you. But you have to be the follower so that I can get them to follow you. Those are the dynamics of our business, you see. So these are bonus tips. It's not the main point of our discussion today. So you can just read what is there, or when the recording is available, you can actually go and take your time and read this thing and get all the information. As a new member of the team, your role is to bring new people on board. Give them a chance to also come and make max money. Now, this is a deep point. It's saying that don't try to force everybody to make money. Yours is to give them a chance. The mistake a lot of new people make is that you sign one person and you want to help that one person to make money. So you are now donating your sign-up to that person. Listen, no, it doesn't work. I've been there. I've been doing this business for 6 years, so I know what you're experiencing. I understand. It comes from a deep place of love. You feel like because your downline is not seeing money, he's not excited about the business. My brother, it doesn't work. It does not work. I'll plead with you. He or she has friends. It is better that you help him by doing conference calls with him or her than to donate your sign up to your downline. Donating your sign up to your downline doesn't work. And in the future, sometime in the future, we'll actually have a session where we'll discuss the pros and cons of donating your sign up to a downline. All right. Should it be your responsibility to ensure that your new partner is making money? This is the question. I've already answered this question. I've already answered the question. It is not your responsibility to make sure your downline is making money. It is your responsibility to make sure that your downline has been plugged into the system. So the downline has received their products. The downline has logged into their back office. They've got their username and their password. The downline has been added to a WhatsApp platform. And you have shared I shared the YouTube channels with you. Make sure that your downlines have plugged into the YouTube channels. They understand that we do training on Tuesdays, and we have the VOMs on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let them understand all these things. It's up to them to decide to make use of all these resources or not. If you say you're going to help all your downlines make money, you will never, ever, ever enjoy the residual income that you're looking for. And that's a fact. So make sure you are building your business in such a way that everybody who joins your team has access to the tools available. Those who are ready to build will plug into the channels, whilst those who are not ready to build will not plug into the channels. It will help you to actually know who is serious and who is not serious, so that you know where to invest your time. Introduce them to your upline. So if I sign somebody, it is my responsibility to introduce my new person to my upline, so that they understand what the channel is. If I'm not available, he is available, and vice versa. And then GoPro is a book. There's the audio version, there's the PDF version, there's the hard copy version. Everybody needs to find this book and read it or listen to it, because it helps you to build your business. And here, let me make a controversial statement. I repeat, I'm making a very controversial statement, but it's a factual statement. So long as your business is based on buying and selling, you are not building a network marketing business opportunity. Shall I repeat that statement? So long as your business is based heavily on buying and selling of products, you are not building a network marketing business. Because the ultimate aim of network marketing is to reduce how much work you are doing over time. So if your business is heavily dependent on buying and selling, then it means that you have not developed the systems, you have not built the team that will help you to make, how do I call it? That will help you to reduce your responsibility. In other words, you are still doing, how do I put it? You are not being professional in your business building approach. I'm not saying don't sell, by all means sell, but I'm saying that as you grow in the business, that your sales should be going through your team, not on your own effort alone. So if you are getting more volumes from direct buying and selling than you are getting from building an organization, it means that you are building a sales business, not a network marketing business. Network marketing, as the name implies, requires you to network and market. Sales comes under marketing. So if you're only selling, you are doing the marketing, well, all right, but you're not doing the networking. And if you're not doing the networking, the networking is what will bring you the residual income. Sales brings you active income, residual income, active income, residual income, active income. So it means that if people stop buying your product, they are not going to get paid. And so you need to, by all means, sell, but you also have to build the network so that even if people don't buy your product, you still get income from the networking aspect. That's the beauty of network marketing. It gives you the best of two worlds. And so what I'm saying is, don't focus only on buying and selling and leave out the networking. Both of them are very, very important. So you must split your time evenly between networking and sales, so that at any point in time, you have income from both. So that if you fall sick and you cannot go and sell, you still have money from networking to help you to pay your bills. That's all I'm saying. And remember, the key to generating momentum is bringing in new partners. New partners bring in the momentum. Every time, ask you yourself, every time you get paid a fast start income, aren't you excited about it? And so that's why it's important that you always must bring in new people. You cannot depend on your team momentum. Your personal momentum is very, very important. So you cannot say that I'm helping my team. No, the best way to help your team is to actually be in the field and be recruiting people. That's the best form of service you can do to you can give to your team. When you stop signing new partners, your business begins to die. And so never ever stop building, never ever stop bringing in new partners. Very, very important. Stay active, stay focused, stay relevant, and stay building. Thank you very much for tuning in for this training session. We've come to the end of the presentation. I hope it has been of value to you. If you have any questions, this is the time to post your questions on the platform so that we can see if we can address these questions for you, or at least help you understand it better. If your business is heavily based on buying and selling, okay, exactly. Somebody is endorsing my statement. All right. So thank you very much for being a part of this presentation today. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now so you can see my face fully. This has been a very, 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 very long training. I hope it has been of benefit to you as much as I have benefited from it. Some of the things I have forgotten myself, but thankfully, I mean, as we went through the preparation for this training, I've refreshed my memory, and I know that you have also got some benefit from it, and I hope to see it reflect in your business from here on. Meanwhile, there's some good news.